Hello students, welcome to Eduauraa. I am Professor Dinesh Ahirao, your faculty for Indian polity. Now let us discuss about the powers and functions of the Vice President. Well, Vice President of India performs two key functions. First, Vice President acts as ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha. Ex officio meaning by virtue of being vice president. Because a person is vice president, by virtue of his holding the office of vice president, he will hold the office of chairman of Rajya Sabha as well. So that is the meaning of the term ex officio. For example, Prime Minister of India is ex officio chairman of Niti Aayog. So by virtue of being a Prime Minister of India, he becomes the chairman of Niti Aayog. I hope it is clear. Now in the capacity of the ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha or Council of States, the powers and functions of the Vice President are similar to that of Speaker of Lok Sabha. Why? Because Vice President acts as an ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha. So, his powers and functions as a chairman of Rajya Sabha are similar to those of the Speaker of Lok Sabha. Now, in this context, the Vice President resembles the American Vice President, who also acts as the chairman of the upper house of American Congress, that is Senate. So, in India, Vice President acts as an ex officio chairman of upper house, that is Rajya Sabha. Similarly, in America, the Vice President of America acts as the ex officio chairman of the upper house of US Congress, that is Senate. Then second important function of Vice President is that Vice President acts as President when a vacancy occurs in the office of the President due to his resignation, impeachment, death, or otherwise. Meaning, whenever the current President has resigned, has been impeached, died, or otherwise, then the Vice President of India acts as an acting President. When the Zakir Hussain, who was the then President of India, died in his office, then at that time, V.V. Giri, who was Vice President of India, he acted as the President of India. Similarly, when Fakhruddin Ali Ahmed died in his office, at that time, the then Vice President of India, B.D. Jatti, acted as the President. Then understand that Vice President can act as President only for a maximum period of 6 months, within which a new President has to be elected. Why? Because Constitution of India provides that whenever vacancy occurs in the office of President due to resignation, impeachment, death, or otherwise, then the election to fill this vacancy must be conducted within the 6 months from the occurrence of such vacancy. When the sitting President is unable to discharge his functions due to absence, illness, or any other cause, the Vice President discharges his functions until the President resumes his office. Let me give you an example. In June 1960, the then President of India, Rajendra Prasad, went on 15 days tour to USSR. So at that time, the then Vice President of India, Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan, acted as President. Then, in July 1961, the then President of India, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, was unable to discharge his functions due to illness. So again, at that time, the then Vice President of India, Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan, acted as President. Now understand that while acting as President or discharging the functions of President, Vice President does not perform the duties of the office of the Chairman of Rajya Sabha. So meaning wherever Vice President acts as a president, he will not perform the duties of being chairman of Rajya Sabha. He cannot chair the meetings of the Rajya Sabha. During this period, these duties are performed by the deputy chairman of Rajya Sabha. Next, the Constitution has not fixed any emoluments for the Vice President in the capacity of Vice President. Meaning to say, the Vice President of India does not receive any emoluments on the grounds of being Vice President. The Vice President of India draws his regular salary in his capacity as the ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha. Then during any period when Vice President acts as President or discharges the function of the President, he is not entitled to the salary or allowance payable to the Chairman of Rajya Sabha, but he is entitled to the salary or allowances payable to the President of India. I hope it is clear.